Josh in third. Pubstar in fourth. Nikos has dropped 3 places. He's gone down to 5th. George Alice is up 12 places. He's now up to 6th. Then you've got Funky Cobra, Kevin, Costa and John sums up the top 10. Woods and Shawan finished in the points last race. So they're looking safe as it stands. In the drop zone, I believe it is. So that's it. And I will say that every race has had a different winner. So I don't know if that's going to stay the same, but it'd be pretty cool if it did. But who's your money on? Spurg?
I don't know. Actually, it's I have no idea, to be honest. I think it's better for me not to say anything because it's anyone's game.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Well, I said George Alice would have pole last time, and he did. So I felt like a boss. Plus he then won the race. Who's reserving tonight? Chris and Matty Siddons, I believe. Return of B Smooth. It's nice for him to show his face. The admin that doesn't speak. But B Smooth is back. I'm not too sure if you know who B Smooth is, Spurg. Do you know who he is?
No, actually not.
No? Well, he is actually an admin. Yeah, but you don't really hear much of him. He lives under a rock, I think. Because he never talks and he never races. But I'm just gonna chuck one out there and say Nikos for Paul. I'll chuck one out there.
I'm actually gonna say I'm gonna put my money on Oxox. I don't think he's gonna win, but I think he's gonna be pretty strong here right now. I don't know why, but as a Finn, I hope he's gonna succeed.
Yeah, well, he's had a pretty tough start to the season. A pretty yeah, that's fine, I think. He's had a pretty tough start to the season, Oxox. I thought he would have done better. He doesn't seem as quick this year as he was last year, but hopefully he can turn things around and show his actual real pace, because we know he's quick. I'm going to get on board with Corey, TUF, the boss himself. See what kind of lap time he can do. I do know he was struggling in practice, but the game was a bit glitched, so he was getting about 20% tyre wear each lap. So, and John's retired from the session. So, I don't know if he's lost it. Let's have a little check. No, John has retired in the pits by the looks of it. Which is a bit of a weird one. Because we do know John's had pace and he probably would have ended up being close to the front. So that's a good start to qualifying, eh? Yeah. Right, so you got Nikos, who's done a 1:19.2. Matty Suddens has done a 1:19.6. I believe Paul last night in Division 2 was at 18.8. Only 3 people, and George Alice has done that already on his banker lap. So that kind of shows George Alice's pace. And Corey has lost it there, so I'm going to get on board with someone. Can you see anyone that's on a flying lap? I'm going to get on board with Pubstar, actually. He's coming up to the left-right chicane now. Seems like he's got his pace back.
Josh in front of him.
Oh, Josh. Where's Josh?
Josh in front of him.
And Josh goes third with a 19.4. And Pubstar goes second with a 19.0. So good lap times by these guys to start their first laps off. I'm going to get on board. I was going to get on board with NR, but I don't know where he's gone. There he is. He's coming across the line now.
Costa coming.
And
coming up to the finishing line.
Yeah. Oh.
And he goes third.
Just missed him. Goes third. Right, so you got the 19.0s. Like I was saying, there was 3 people in Division 2 last night that were in the 1:18s. I believe around 8 guys could do it in Division 2. Division 1, sorry. It seems to be like that every week. A few guys in Division 2 will do a good time, but around 10 to 12 guys will do it in Division 1. If you could, Spurg, Just check the YouTube comments. There is a couple of comments there.
Yeah. I can do that.
Just to see if everything's fine with your mic for the moment. And I do believe I'm having a bit of connection issues this evening, guys, so I do apologise. But there is sadly nothing I can do. I live in a new estate, and it's a bit of a pain. Get on board with Be Smooth. Yeah, mind he's just finished a lap, I believe, but I think he's doing another one, so them soft tyres are going to get absolutely ruined. The Keva's coming across the line now, and he stays set. Okay. Goddard's has gone first, by the way, with an 18.7. I missed that, unfortunately. Apologies, Steve-O. But, so you've got two guys in the 18s already. Costa and Pub are just outside, with the zeros. 0.005 of a second separate them. So as it stands, it looks like a lot of these guys are going to go into the 18s. If it was my guess, anyway.
I think so too.
Yeah, so if you want to just...
Up in the last corner. Oh, he's going to the pits.
Oh, right. I'm going to get on board with Funky Cobra. He's the only one out at the moment, I think. Well, Beast moves out, but I don't know if he's going to do another lap, because he has done 3 laps on those tyres. No, he's... well...
He's going to the pits.
He drifted into the pits, but I don't think he meant to. So let's get on board with Funky Cobra. Right, let's see. He's the only one out on track, so I guess we'll have to stay on board.
Here's Seva.
Oh.
Seva should be coming up to the last corner right now.
Yeah, he is lagging quite bad on my screen. Unless that...
Actually is,
yeah, Kev is lagging quite bad. I don't know why he stayed out this long. He's in Rich, and he's done about 4 laps on those tyres. So I don't know why he stayed out that long. We do know Kev's good with his tyres, but unless he's just... well, he's actually done an 18.7, which I didn't notice. So Kev's gone second. So you've got 3 guys in the 18s.
We have a...
We have a what? Right, that's good then. Although it would have spiced things up. Let's see where Funky can go. And Funky has gone up to 12. Like I say every stream, if it was rain, we do know who the winner would be, and that would be Funky Cobra. Somehow, he is the same pace in the wet than he is in the dry. It's a bit of a weird one. But everyone's going for the softs anyway. No one's going for the harder tyre. Tyre wear is quite high around Spain, on the softer tyres anyway. The mediums and the hard seem to last forever, but the softs don't seem to last that long. Just going to get on board with Keva just to see if he actually does go into the pits this lap. Yeah, he will. He's run out of fuel. Right, who's out there? No one's on a flying lap yet, I don't think. There's only a second separating the old field as it stands. So that's not too bad. 1 second between first and 18th.
That's the way I go.
Yeah, it is, man. It is.
I'm actually testing my mic right now, so...
Yeah, no worries.
Alright, I think it's good.
Is that better, yeah? Solid.
So.
Right, let's get on board with Nikos. He's had a good start to the season, although he is down 5 places currently. He's qualified well. He's messed up in some of the races. He should be higher than what he is. Josh as well has done really well, surprisingly. Although he didn't dominate things in Division 2 last year, he seems to be the quickest out of the guys that's gone up as it stands. He was unlucky not to be on the podium in Russia. I believe he crossed the line in 4th. And he was second going on towards the last lap. So I don't think he was very happy with that. Let's see.
I think it was 4th, actually.
Oh, right, okay, so I missed that.
An 18.8.
That's not a bad lap at all. And he's still got fuel in the tank to do another one. He's in lean at the moment, though. Who's on the flying lap? Showen has gone 7th. It's a good lap by Showen. Corey's gone 8th. Corey wasn't feeling very confident towards this race, and he is going out for another lap as well.
Is there Nico's coming on the line right now?
Nico's crossing the line.
At the moment. No.
Oh, he doesn't improve. Well, Showen's retired, so Showen thinks that's the best. Yeah, we got NR crossing the line.
Yeah.
Never mind, hasn't improved either. So not many of these guys are improving.
They still do have their last lap, so...
Yes. Who can we get on board with? Let's go on board with Whisket.
Whisket.
Yeah.
Whisket's in the last corner, yeah.
He is about to run out of fuel. He just makes it, he goes 15th.
That makes Chris the last one on the grid right now.
Yep.
Who has the time. Just...
And George Alice is lining up.
Is just in front of him.
Let's go on board with
Oxox
Oxox.
coming right to the...
Yeah, we're on board with Oxox right now. Let's see what he can do. Hopefully he can get into the top 10. And he's 9th.
Not bad.
Not bad at all. He does have time.
Solid lap.
Yeah, he has time for more good aids. I've missed again, apologies. No, I haven't. Let's see what time he can do.
We got
It's an 18.4. Good aids has done an 18.4. The Keva and George Alice are about... Well, George Alice just started his lap. Kev's about to start his. Pub has just started his. Costa's finishing one now.
Matty Sutton goes 16 with a 19.4.
Right, okay, so Matty goes 16th. Again on board with Mr. Costa. And Costa goes 2nd with an 18.5. So all these guys are looking pretty quick, as it stands. Who else is out on the lap? I'll get on board. Yeah, I'll get.
Last sector right now.
Yeah, I'm on board with Napola. Oxox retired from the session, so he doesn't believe he can do much more in the car. Showen's currently top 10. Oh, he's hit the grass a bit there. I don't know if that's just my screen, and he's gone really wide there as well. So will this lap be invalid? Shall soon find out. Yep, he stays in the same place. And Woods is crossing. Woods is going on toward the last corner. Sorry. And he does a 19.3. He goes up to 13th. Poor qualifying from Josh as it stands. Yeah, I'm getting on board with George Alice just to see what time he can do. And George Alice has an 18.3. So George Alice is on pole again. And Josh goes 3rd. And Kev coming on toward the final corner. Where will he go?
There's a huge lag on.
And yeah, Kev stays in the same place.
We still have...
No, Costa's in running in lean.
That's the grid, guys.
Yeah, that's the grid. So Goodaids in 2nd, close behind. Josh in 3rd. Mr. Costa in 4th. Pubstar in 5th. The Keva in 6th. Andy 7th. Be Smooth on his return in 8th. We also have NR in 9th. Nikos 10th. Showen in 11th. And now the screens have gone off. But I will read the rest out afterwards. Showen, I think, will be happy in 11th place. He's had a good qualifying time. You can start on the harder tyre. After Showen, you have Oxox, and then you have TUF, Woods, Napola, Matty Seddons, Chris, Whisket, Funky, and John, who didn't set a time. 1.2 seconds separate in the field. So that's not too bad. So let's see how the race goes. You've got George Alice, who's a bit unpredictable, but he is very quick. And then you've got Goodaids, Josh, Costa, Pubstar, Kev, very good with their tyres. And then don't rule out Andy, he is the championship leader as it stands. So this should be quite a fun race. We shall soon see. What's turn 1 going to be like? Let's hope it's better than yesterday.
Yeah, let's hope so. Let's hope everyone gets the first one.
Yeah, I'm just going to have a quick drink before the race starts.
Actually, like a two. Everyone remember to hydrate yourself.
Exactly.
Not sponsored by Coca-Cola at all.
I got Pepsi here, but shh, Codemasters may shout.
No, it's a rivalry.
Hamilton and Rosberg.
It's all. Yeah.
This should be a pretty fun start, to be honest. Let's see. If you could just get on board with the middle of the field. I'm just gonna go into...
I'll take Oxox.
Yeah, thank you. Right, so it's a good start by George by the looks of things. Josh is getting creeped up by Mr. Costa at the start. Pretty clean start as it stands. Going into it, Goodies makes a move, turn 1. And Josh comes through with George Alice around the outside. And Josh makes a move. George Alice has lost 2 places.
Oxox is pushed on it.
Oh, Oxox, what's happened?
Oxox is in the wall, but there's no much. There's...
Any damage?
Actually, I think he retired.
He's retired the car. Right, okay. Position changes. Not much as it stands. George Alice won't be happy that he's lost 2 places already. Josh and Goodage are going to be tough people to actually get involved with. Corey is up 4 places already. He's gone up to 9th. He does need the points drastically. And you've got Pubstar all over the back of Mr. Costa, but nothing major there. Anything else going on towards the bottom of the field? You have B Smooth making a move on Corey, and it has worked, although B Smooth seems to be lagging a little bit.
Made a good overtake on Madison, but he actually made a great switch back there.
That's a good person by John. He's also up 5 places, just to mention. You've got NR down 10, Oxox down 8 places. A bit of a rough start for Showen as well. He's down in 18th, so he won't be happy with that. Good Aid's in the lead. It's going to be tough to catch him, Spurg, do you think?
Yeah, I think so, but it's still just it's a fresh race.
It is. It is, but Good Aids is good with his tyres. Oh, and Josh is it. As Josh has gone wide, George Alice. Oh, right, never mind. Thought George Alice would have made a move there. And you have got Corey making a move on... Oh, and Beast move hits Corey for some reason. He's not giving anyone room. You can tell he hasn't raced in a while. And you have Nikos attempting to make a move on him around the outside. Does he make a stick? That's a great move. It's a great move by Nikos. I was on board with that all the way. Let's get on board with people. I can see... Oh, who has gone off? And Josh. Josh has spun. He's losing places. He's gone from 2nd to 7th. Oh, and Kev spins. No, I don't think he has damage. I think he just hit the grass. The Kev does seem to be lagging just a little bit.
Yeah, he has to use lag going on.
Yeah, his car... I'm just going to...
We have to remember, John... Ooh. We have to remember John is on hard tires right now.
Right, okay.
Else. And front cover is also on hard tires, so it's showing. So, I mean...
Right, okay, well I didn't see that. So you've got John up to 13th already on the hard tyres, so that's pretty impressive. I'm just getting on board with Kev, just so people can see his lag, if there's any complaints later on. Nikos is going wide, turn 1, over the curves. Will that give... Nope, that won't good. No good exit there.
Not flash fun.
Ooh.
I didn't see anything. If there was contact.
And Josh has retired from the session. Any reason why? He's in the wall.
Oh, he's in the wall.
Yeah, Josh is in the wall. So that brings John up to 11th. So yeah, John's up to 11th now on the hard tyres. Whisket has made a move on B Smooth. So B Smooth is dropping places dramatically. John's in a great place as it stands on those hard tyres, because he can take them to at least lap 20-25. Is that correct? Or it depends how good he is on tyres, actually. Right, I just skipped past something, and Kev is lagging badly. Kev is going to have to leave, if you can hear this. Kev, if you are listening, please leave the lobby. He just lagged back onto TUF and then was about a second up the road. So that's not looking good. Good Aids is now nearly 3 seconds ahead. So he is pulling away. Costa is within DRS with George Alice, and he is catching dramatically on the straight. I don't think he'll make a move. Hopefully he'll get a good exit towards turn 3. He's not going to get a good exit there. George has also had a good one. Right, so who can we get on board with?
Chris is creeping up on John. He has mediums and John has hearts, so
Yeah, Chris will be like far behind. Matty Suddens has had some issues, but Pubs...
Actually, it's still in the race.
Well, right, okay. So Oxox is stuck with it then. Let's see how many of these guys have made pit stops. Right, so Matty Suddens have made 2 pit stops. Oxox has made 1.
He's going to the pit right now.
Yeah, NR has made 1 and Woods has made 1. So that's what tyres everyone's on, guys. And this is the position changes as it stands. And Corey has just passed Nikos. I don't know if Nikos has done anything there. And Matty Suddens has retired into the in the pit lane as well. TUF is now up 7 places into 6th. This will be points that he desperately needs. Pubstar, Pubstar, Costa and George are pretty close. They're all within DRS, but nothing major is going to happen there. Mr. Ice Cold Andy just lost a place, I believe. No? Okay, let's see what's going on. Whisket's in 9th as well. I believe that will be his first points of the season. Chris Logan's within DRS with John, but not close enough. I can't see that anyone's close to anyone as it stands.
Whisket is pretty close to Andy, actually. Oh, there is a youth battle going on.
Oh, right, okay.
Turn 5, around the inside.
Yeah, that's a good move by Whisket. Yeah, so Whisket seems like he has good pace. Kev's car just randomly lagged into that as well. It's going to be difficult for guys behind him. It's going to be really difficult for guys behind him. And Costa's catching George Alice dramatically. He's within 2/10 of him now. I don't know if George... And Costa's also in lean as well, so he's watching his tyres. He's also over-fueled as well. So we'll soon see. Goodage... Oh, go on, sorry.
It looks like Sherwin has... It looks like Sherwin has youth problems with understeer doing that. It's going really slow into corners.
Yeah.
All the long corners he has to.
Yeah, possibly he's got some wing damage.
He's on hards though, so.
Yeah, I think he may have wing damage. You got John now coming up, and Andy's in the pits. Just gonna get aboard with Mr. Costa. No, nothing major got on there. Pubstar's also sticking with them. Ooh, and Costa hits the turf. Just going to get on board with the race leader as it stands, Goodage. He is pulling away from these guys dramatically, plus I believe Goodage will be last to pit out of these guys as well. Let's see. And
TUF is catching Mr. Lag.
yeah, he is. And TUF decided to go out on the soft tyres, although he started outside of the top 10. That's not something you usually see. Maybe he just wanted to gain as much positions as possible. Matty Suddens now leaves the session after the 2 minutes, so thank you for that, Matty. We didn't want a safety car glitch on our hands. Right, let's get on board with Mr. Costa again. He is right behind George Alice, but he just can't make that move. Chris has now passed John. I've missed that, and as I say that, Chris is passing B Smooth as well.
Actually, the battle between P2 and 4, between P2, P3 and P4 is helping you guys so
yeah,
much.
It is.
Because everyone has to defend their position, and he has I mean, you can just drive by his...
Yeah.
There's no control.
Exactly. And Costa's had a great turn 1 there. He's... Oh, and George has spun a little bit. Is he going to make a move? I think so.
Done.
Please, Spurg, if you could just control this a sec. I need to put my mic on charge.
Yeah.
Cheers, man.
place.
I'm finally back.
Out of 33, so it's yellow.
Hello?
Number 83.
Right, I'm back, mate.
Change from decision.
What? Thank you. What have I missed?
A pretty good overtake by Jun, I believe. Yeah, on hard tires and a spin.
Oh, right, okay. Well, I didn't get on board with that. I was actually on board.
Is already 6 seconds in front of Giannis, so...
Yeah, so that's a bit of a dramatic lead. Did Costa go into a ghost, or was it just me?
He went on AI.
Yeah, I thought so.
So he lost 2 places there.
Yeah, well, the more these guys keep battling as well, the more Kev and TUF are going to catch up. So,
yeah.
Then they ain't far behind. No, they're only about 2 seconds behind these guys. I'm going to get on board with Wisket. So he's right on the back of Nikos. I don't know if Nikos got damaged. Nikos is going in the pits, and Wisket is following him.
So it's Wisket.
So
Numbers just behind Show and just coming to the chicane here.
Oh, it's okay.
There's DRS coming up on the base straight, so I think we should take a look at that.
Yeah, on board. Let's see what he can do. Is it within DRS? Yes, he's definitely making a move here, I think.
Yeah.
He passed him way before the corner. Yeah, it is.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah, it's a bad camera angle as well then for some reason. These guys, the top, I say the top 3, I'm excluding Goodids, are sticking with each other. Costa is falling behind quite dramatically. I think his tyres have now gone. You've got Kev and Corey catching them. I don't know which one of these guys are going to go in first, attempt an undercut, because there's only 2 seconds between them, and I'm pretty sure they can make that up. Well, you've got Chris on the mediums in 7th, John in 8th on the hards, and also Funky on 9th in 9th on the hards, and Napol is on the mediums. So good start from those guys, and Showan's also on hards as well. Napol's hit the gravel there. And I believe Costa's coming into the pits. Just going to get on board with Pubstar Andy, see what he can do. And who is that in front? Right, okay, there's no one there. Yeah, everyone's pretty much spaced out to the moment. John is within DRS range of Chris. Whilst it's quite quiet, mate, do you mind just checking the comments again on the stream, please? Ooh, one Pubstar within DRS again. Nothing's going to happen now, I don't think. Mr. Costa's right on the back of Funky Cobra. Costa on new hards. Funky is on old hards. He's going to pass him within this DRS straight, I think. You'd expect it. Yep, he's already passed him before he deactivated the DRS, basically. Let's see what he can do. Funky seems to have good straight line speed, though. And yep, that move is done. Safe and sound. Right, and now George Alice is in the pits, and so is Good Aids. So that brings Pubstar into the lead. That brings Corey into 2nd. And the Kev's also pitting as well. So Corey's deciding to stay out. If he pits now, he will rejoin in 8th place. Yeah, well, Wisket does seem... Yeah, Wisket does seem to have decent pace around here. That's what it seems as of... Well, so far anyway. Andy is down in 14th, 13th now. So yeah, and Mr. Costa's all over George Alice now. I think George is on the mediums. No, he's gone for the softs. Right, let's see actual tyre wear.
Is pretty much on to Chris Logan as well. I'm just amazed because he's still on hard tires, and he's pretty much faster than a lot of these people.
Yeah, he is. So all the guys that's just pitted, I believe, have gone for the hards. All the front guys anyway. George Alice, Costa and Kev. I've all pitted for the hards. And I've just getting on board with a move, and that's John passing Chris. So I just missed that, but I did catch the end of it. Pubstar is pumped into pit, and Corey has stayed out for another lap. So is he losing time here? Do you think?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, because there is an option of, yes, he may be losing a little time, but yes, the guys that just pitted are now battling. So
Yeah.
he could be playing that into perspective. You know,
It's right now it's pretty much a 50-50 race.
Yeah.
50 situation because I mean you just have to take the risk. I mean if you wanna do that, you can do that, but in the end if they're battling really hard, you can win so much time.
yeah, exactly. Well, you've got these three guys in Kev, Costa, Pub, sorry, four guys I should say, but George Alice is way in front of them. So Pub, Costa and Kev, they are quite far behind John, so George, Pub, Costa and Kev will catch John eventually, but he'll probably slow them down a bit. That will help Corey out, who's currently in the lead. I'll get on board with that, actually put it in a frame, just because he's leading a race for once in his life. I think he will be pitting this lap because he seems to be like he's driving on ice. He's drifting around corners, so if he doesn't go in this lap, I'll be quite shocked. Yeah, he's going in. Let's get on board with someone else. Get on board with George Alice. See what he can do.
Costa is pretty much
Nice helicopter shot.
gearbox as well.
And Pub goes defensive very early. And George is just following him. He's doing a U on the straights. Just weaving around.
There's actually nothing else going on at the moment.
No, seems...
Bounty Cobra is catching Ox Hawks actually pretty good, just on the chicanes.
Yeah.
So there's DRS coming up.
I'm getting bored with that. Another nice helicopter shot. Corey's actually come out in 9th, so I think he's come out further behind than what he'd like. So he's going to hit traffic. No move from Funky Cobra as of yet, and Corey, TUF, is in a lot of traffic. He's got Nikos, Napola and Kev all ahead, and I believe... Who's that in front?
Where?
Never mind, it's a Williams, it's Napola. Never mind. My bad.
My Napola.
Yeah, these guys are just sticking with each other. Costa, George and Pub. John stays out.
When do you think the medium guys are coming in?
They'll probably come in around now, I think. Lap 17 or a push. Good Aids has passed John.
They have to, and then...
And is now 5 seconds up the road. So it's clear to say who's winning this race, if he doesn't make any mistakes. And I don't think anything is going to separate these three guys, because they all seem to be the same pace, although George Alice is making a move. He doesn't make a stick. Ooh, he's trying to sneak through the inside. It's not going to work. Only I can pull them off, I'm afraid. Right, and Corey's just passed. Oh, right, and he's in the wall.
Something happened to Napola. He's very slow, and he was just on the... I think he just went on the grass.
TUF just got hit into the wall. TUF was passing, I believe, Wisket, and he's been hit into the wall, and I think he's got... I think he's got brain damage? Wing damage. I think he's got wing damage. He's definitely haven't got brain damage. Not that I know of, anyway. And George Alice has hit the grass, and that brings... No, it doesn't bring Costa through. I'm going to get on board with Costa anyway. Right, considering George has hit the grass, he's had a good exit on the Pubstar. The Pubstar straight line speed seems pretty solid, to be honest. Although he is catching, George will probably make a move. No, he won't. Right, you've got Andy making a move on Nikos. towards turn 1. Nice move. Nikos tries to cut back. Not gonna happen. Although it could still. Nope. Right, and I can't imagine TUF is very happy right now, considering he just got hit off the track. Staying out that long has affected him with all that traffic. I don't know if he's got wing damage, but he does seem to be struggling around the corners.
I think he has, yeah.
Yeah.
At least visual.
Yeah, the longer he stays...
brain damage.
Yeah. The longer he stays out, the more time he's going to lose, but he is only now just pitted, so is it worth it? Let's get back on board with these guys, who are pretty much in the same place every single lap. Good Aids is now 6.3 seconds ahead, and John is...
coming up on the inside of Biscuit?
Yeah.
No, but that's a mistake.
I'm just going to get on board with Mr. Costa, because he's had a good exit onto the last corner, and he's right behind George Alice.
Yeah.
George Alice is weaving around.
And let's see if Mr. Escalante has the shuttle speed. He has.
Yep, he's made a move. Risker gonna make a move back. Nope. And that's bringing Kev back into the action as well, with these guys battling down here. So currently John is up 18 places. He started last, he's now in second. He is yet to pit, but still impressive. And Kev is on the grass, so he's just lost the time he's made up. Nothing going on as it stands, I don't think. No doubt Funky will attempt to move somewhere, some audacious move. He is prone to it. Let's get on board with Biscuit. And Andy goes defensive early as well. Not much to talk about right now, to be honest. Apart from Good Aids, he is currently, let's have a look, leader 11 seconds in front of Pub, who after John Pitts will be in second place. So a 5 second stop, go for Beast Move, hasn't been the best of races for him. And he's now retired from the session, so a good return from him. You don't see or hear of him, but he's now retired the car. Corey is down to 10th, you got Napla catching him dramatically. He is struggling around them corners. Spirit, you still there, mate? I will take that as a no. It's okay. I just wish one of these guys will actually pass each other, because I keep back and forth to them and nothing's happening, they stay in the same place. Nope. Just like the last 10 laps. And George Alice goes wide, so that could push him through. Mr. Costa's looking. Keep looking, he will, because nothing's going to happen. Let's go to Biscuit. Nope. Although Pub is now catching John, so I don't know when John's going to end up pitting. We shall soon see. George Alice is right behind Pub. Once again, no move has been made. Nikos, will he make a move on Wisket? We shall soon see. Wisket goes defensive. Nikos trying to move on the outside. Once again, not going to happen. Right, okay. So look at these. Right, so John's finally in the pits. I'm just going to get on board with him, see what tyres he goes on. He's going for the medium tyres. Right choice. Let's see. Right, so Costa's now losing time on these guys. Don't know if he's got any damage or he's just made some mistakes. And Nikos is making a move on the inside. Can he make a stick? Yes, he can, I think. Oh, no, Whisket's coming back. Good driving by these guys. And Whisket defends his position. He's currently up to 9th. John's gone out in 11th. But he will be catching these guys dramatically. These guys now on dead tyres, so on good days has posted the fastest lap in the hards. He's now 12 seconds ahead of the leader of Pubstar, I should say. Costa's catching these guys again, but once again nothing separating them. Let's go on board with Nikos, see if he can pass Whisket once again. And he is pitting. Let's get on board. And please, never mind. He's going to make a move. That brings Corey up to 8th. He's still up 5 positions, although he's got wing damage. And, ooh, when Nikos makes the move, Whisket goes wide. Yep, makes a stick. And these guys, once again, they are right behind each other, but nothing is happening. Just follow the leader, I think. What tyres are these guys on? Hards, 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 mediums, hards. Right, okay. Let's go. Whisker currently up 11 places, John up 11 places, and he is all over the back of Corey. So, and yep, he makes the move, I believe. Yep. Is Corey going to go back at him? No. Right, so John's clear of that. Whisket is 6 seconds up the road. No doubt he'll catch him pretty soon. And then Nikos is not far, well, less than a second away. And John has messed it up at the chicane. Let's go on board with Corey. Nope. Oh, there's a battle going on behind. No, it's not. You've got Chris Logan, who's had a bit of a lonely race, to be honest, but he is in the points. First time I got on board with you. Chris has now gone up to 9th because Whisket and Napla have pitted. I don't know why he's put the mediums on, unless that's a glitch. No, he has actually put the mediums on. Right, okay, so none of these guys going for the softs apart from Napla. So, right. Right, good exit by George Alice. Hopefully we finally see him move. He's looking on the inside. Ooh, both drivers' hands go up. Yep, George finally makes a move. We've only been waiting 15 laps. And now Costa's all over the back of Pubstar, so hopefully we'll see 2 moves. Yep, Costa is coming up towards him. He will have DRS, but so will Pubstar. So there's no need to stay on board with them, I don't think. Hello, Spurg. What happened to you, mate?
I was like 5 laps there.
Ooh, funky spun on the grass. Yeah, so carry on, sorry man.
Yeah, I was like 5 laps talking to myself before noticing that my mic was broken. Okay, it's not working anymore, so I have to change my headset.
Oh right,
So
okay. No, it's fine, man.
I've been having like super fire commentary by myself.
Well, I've been struggling on my own. George Alice has finally passed Pubstar Andy.
John retired.
Oh wow! So there goes a tyre. That brings Corey up to 7th. John has now hit the wall. Yeah.
John has had a really good race.
He has had a good race. Whisket's just pitted, by the way, for the mediums. Napola has gone for the softs. Chris Logan's currently in 8th, and he is catching Corey dramatically. We do know Corey has wing damage. If he didn't have wing damage, then I think he'd at least be behind Kev now. And possibly fight him for a top 5. No, nothing. George Alice passed Pubstar Andy. But that is about it. Good age is 13 seconds up the road. So I don't think there's any need to get on board with him. And we know we won't make a mistake. Although he does have a car he is about to lap. So whoever you are going to be on the stream. Just so you can practice that little bit extra and not get lapped. I think it's Woods. Yep, it is Woods, and he will not be happy with that at all. So when we're in a party later playing Call of Duty, I will be bringing it up. Right, Pubstar's now on the back of George Alice. These guys have literally been with each other all race, but literally nothing has happened. They've all been within a second of each other, but literally just nothing's happening. Although George's move on Pub was a nice one. They did touch, but nothing major. I'm going to get on board with Chris Logan. He has caught Corey dramatically. I think he may make a move in this DRS section. We shall soon see. Yep, right on the back of him now. Poor camera angle. He is in lean as well, so Chris is trying to save them tyres, I think, and attempt a one-stop. Everyone else is pretty much spaced out, I think.
Sorry about that.
Sorry, man. You'd expect Chris to make a move.
Proud of Finland. Napola and Oxox in P11 and P12, so much points coming.
Right, so Corey somehow had a good exit towards the last corner, although he's got bottom wing damage. But Chris, I think, will be making a move around this corner now. We shall soon see. Yeah, he's got to make a move. Is he going to go on the inside? I think he is. No, he backs out.
There's a chance.
Yeah, will he go on the inside of this corner? No, Chris is patiently waiting. Costa is now.
Just to remember, he has throwing damage.
Yeah, he does.
Correct. So that's
Just get on board with Chris. He should be passing him here. Yep, he will be.
oh, that's it.
I think so.
Oh, it's not over yet.
No, it's not over. Good racing by these guys. Who's in front? Oh, and Corey's still in front, so good defense by Corey, but I think Chris is going to come back at him on the straight. So considering he's got wing damage, he's got pretty good pace, so I think if he didn't have this damage, then he would be doing rather well, I think. Will Chris make a move now? You got Andy just behind as well in 9th, Corey's teammate. And Chris, is he going to dive on the inside? No. But the thing is, yes, Corey's got wing damage, but Chris has got much older tyres. And Chris is trying to nurse them home, although I say that and I've just jinxed him because he's past Corey. No, he hasn't. Side by side. It's great racing by these two. And Corey will not give up places. A great defense again. Is that Rio Ferdinand? Yeah.
Andy's pretty fast.
Yeah, Andy is there, and I think if Chris doesn't pass Corey and Andy passes Chris, I think Corey will be letting Andy through. Just going to board with Chris. He's going to make a move on the outside. Corey shuts the door. Chris tries a little switchback. No move being done. So I can imagine Chris is very frustrated inside there right now. Pubstar is... it's pointless being on board with these guys, it's just the same every lap. Kev's still lagging very badly.
We need to do... just do something.
Exactly.
We need to do something new.
Yeah, Kev's lagging badly still. I think Chris will be making a move on Corey here. We shall soon see. No, Corey goes defensive, makes a stick. I think this may bring Mr. Ice Cold Andy through.
Yeah, he's good.
Yeah, well, Chris has passed him. Andy's there. Corey doesn't want to give up the position to Chris, but he needs to let his teammate through at the same time. Oh, and Corey's coming back. No, he's not. Oh, and the two teammates collide.
There's some contact.
Oh, and I was expecting Corey to let Andy through. Oh, they touch again. Oh, Andy's on the grass. Considering Andy is winning the championship and Corey hasn't got a point yet, you think that he'd be leaving Andy through. But I think Corey's just thinking, I need these points, so, you know. I think he's saying to Andy, you're quick enough to get more. So if you want to pass me, then you're going to have to fight. But I did expect him to let him through, considering Andy hasn't long pitted either, so... I don't think it's a very happy Corey inside that helmet, to be honest.
It's the same situation in... yeah. It's the same situation in Division 2, because there's... Haas has Scuba, who's winning races, and then Capinese has like 4 points.
Yeah,
but there's actually Andy going... It's an easy overtake there, probably.
Yeah, Andy's through. Just missed that. I was on board with someone else. But Corey is going to attempt to come back, but nothing else happens there. I believe Pubstar has made a mistake because he's down to 5th. And...
Has to be, yeah.
Yeah, so Costa's now within 3/10 of George Alice. Not that that will...
It looks like he has... It looks like Pubstar has just kind of some kind of small wing damage. I'm not sure, but it looks like that.
Oh, it's okay. Yeah, I think so as well. It wouldn't surprise me how close them guys have been all race. Yeah, if you don't mind me just checking the comments on the stream, there is like 60 or 70 now, so... Costa's behind George Alice, and he hasn't hit his DRS, and now Costa's gone back into AI, and now he's gone back out. And nothing separates these guys. I think they pretty much bang on for pace. This gun board and Mr. Ice Cold Andy. He will be making a move on Chris this straight, I think. Cuts the corner a little. Yep, makes the move. Yep, makes the move stick into turn 1. Nice move. Chris gives him plenty of room. And other than that, I don't think there's anything going on. Apart from Mr. Costa being right behind George Alice, but he has been all race, so... You could say great defending by George. But I think Costa...
Good is actually getting pretty much praise from the comments here.
Yeah, well, I don't blame him, to be honest.
Saying he's the best driver.
Yeah,
I mean, he's leading by 16 seconds. So
exactly. 16 seconds, you've got the likes... You've got the likes of George Alice, who I do believe is like 13th in the world on this track.
Yeah.
So that says it all, really.
Something.
If you're 16 seconds in front of the guy that's one of the quickest in the world, then you must be doing something right.
Yeah.
Let's see. Right, Costa's had a good one on George Alice. George Alice has defended really well, but I don't think Costa's been aggressive enough. I don't think he's making any risks, taking any risks. He's just playing it safe and then just waiting for George to make a mistake, I think. Which he does like doing, George Alice. He does seem to qualify quite high constantly, but then he always seems to make some sort of mistake in the race. I think TUF and Whisket are pretty solid for points now. I don't think anyone's going to pass them, although TUF should be getting more. I think he could have had the top 6 cemented. But I'm still on board with these guys and still nothing's happening, so I'm going to get on board with Funky Cobra. He is right behind Sean, I think.
It's been catching up pretty fast.
Yep. Is Chris on the softs, or is that just my screen? Not Chris, sorry, I meant Funky Cobra. and then Funky.
It is a soft on my screen.
Yeah, Funky's on soft, so it's okay. So he is up 5 places, although it's only 14th. Chris Logan up 9 places, Whisket up 8th. Whisket has had a really good race. He hasn't had any points this season either. So he's on Funky's had a time penalty there. But I think he will be making a move on Showan. If I know Funky, then he definitely will be. Yeah. He's made a stick. Showan gives up the place. Whisket is catching Corey dramatically. Costa still not past George Alice. But although, yes, it's been an amazing drive from Goodades, but these guys have been battling pretty much all race. So he is but he still had to pull away from them at the start, so you can't rule him out. An amazing drive from Goodades, and he definitely would have had that win in Russia as well if he didn't have wing damage first lap. Ooh. To move very close there. Costa does seem to be closer to George now. George is running in lean. Otherwise, if fuel light will be on soon, Costa has a bit of fuel to burn. So, shall we expect a move? He is a bit closer now. Let's see. I'd love to see a move. It doesn't. Yeah, one hasn't happened in a while.
There's actually nothing happening.
Yeah, I think one could happen here. Tries making a move on the outside. No, nothing happening there.
There's actually a Finnish championship going on here between Octos and Napola.
Right, it's okay. I'm going to go on board with Whisket though, because he is
yeah, that's true.
Within a 10th of Corey.
Much closer.
Corey can, Whisket can smell his fear, I think, at the moment. So he'll be going into the DRS zone. You'd expect a move. Although Corey's exit speed is actually pretty fast considering his wing damage. So I'll get on board with Oxox.
Yeah, it is.
And he's gonna make... Oh, I thought he was gonna make a dive then. But no, nothing major. Whisket is now coming around the outside of Corey. Is he gonna make the move?
Those tyres are very close.
Oh, they're touching tyres. Whisket goes on the inside, side by side. Pushes Corey a bit wide. Right, these guys, this is going to be a tough corner to go. Great driving.
Alright guys, we have Costa making the overtake right now.
Right, okay.
The first corner.
Yeah.
Let's see how
And
it
it's
goes.
finally happened. No, it hasn't, because George Alice breaks late. Oh, these guys are... Oh, Costa spun!
No.
The one time he tries a move, that happens. Oh, no, and he spun again. The one time he makes a move.
That's a shame.
Yeah.
On the last lap.
On the last lap, he attempts to make a move, and then that happens. Gonna get on board with Whisket again, and Oxox and Napla are right on the back of them as well. So will Corey finish in the points? Who knows? Whisket's pretty much already past Corey. But once again, Corey will not give up, so we shall soon see. Yeah, he's past him. Will Oxox pinch the final points? It looks that way. Oxox making a move on the inside. No, switching to the outside. Let's see. Good defending by Corey again.
Softs against mediums.
Yeah. And Woods retired from the session. You don't see that very often, although he was a lap behind. But sorry, I'm just going to get on board. Goodades has just crossed the line in first. Sorry that I missed that. Just going to get back on board with Oxox. Is he going to make a move on Corey? He does make a late lunge.
Yes,
Corey defends well again.
just a bit of a touch, but
Yeah.
there's nothing he could do.
Oh, an Oxox has spun. Oh god.
That's a hell of a last lap.
Yeah. The last lap was the most exciting one, I think. Chris Logan in 8th place. It's a good result for Chris, considering where he started. Whisket in 9th. Actually, oh, Whisket is out of the points due to penalties. So Napla goes up to 9th and Corey goes to 10th. So yeah,
It's true.
it's unlucky for Wiskett because he did.
I feel so bad for Costa right now.
Yeah, me
Because
too.
he was on his tails all the race,
Yeah,
and then
the one time he attempts to make a move. Yeah, the one time he attempts to make a move, that happens. Right. I will say, who's your driver of the day?
I wouldn't say John because he had a very good race, but I'm gonna say Good Age.
Yeah,
He was
yeah.
just a perfect race for him. No bigger mistakes and just a huge win.
Yep, it's got to be
Easy
Good
win
Aids.
for him, so.
Yeah, it's got to be Good Aids. If Good Aids is winning the race, then he's pretty impossible to catch. So he wins the Spanish Grand Prix. I believe that's his second win of the season. George in second.
Yep.
Kev in third. Pubstar fourth. Costa fifth. Nikos sixth. Andy in seventh. Chris, who started 17th, finished in eighth. Napola, Corey, who is also up there, not so much for driver of the day, but just for his defensive work. Wiskett, who was also very good today and very quick, in 11th, although he did cross the line in 9th. Valtteri Bottas, who I believe is Ox. Funky Cobra, Showan, Woods, and I don't know the other guys, apart from John. Right, so, Spurg, thank you for joining me, man.
Thanks for having me.
No worries. Until next time. I'm just gonna stop the stream. Thank you very much. Like, share, subscribe, all that jazz. See you next race.